All right, YouTubers, some time ago I did a video on my Suzuki DF250, a 2015 model that was overheating only at idle. Went through and did every maintenance item that was on it, troubleshot it, and at the end of the day, this thing would only go into overheat after it sat idling for 5 to 10 minutes. And when you move forward in idle or you were under power and you were running, it ran fine. And in that video I showed the water pressure control valve at the bottom that I replaced. That was part of the original problem. And also found out that the Sierra water pump that I used for that motor that is produced is not a good fit, and I do not recommend putting anything other than a Suzuki water pump in there. The fit is just way different, and it didn't work. Replaced the thermostats, cleaned all of the water passages. There's no corrosion in the motor, so I thought I had it fixed actually, and went offshore and let it idle for about 10 minutes and did it again. So I just finally broke down and took it to the dealer, and which they were helping me along the way, and had them just put a second set of eyes on it, run a download, see if I had compression getting past the one of the head gaskets or something. So 2 days after I took it down there, I got a call back, and the service manager said, "Hey, you want to take your boat out without the alarm going off?" And I said, "Man, I'd love that." And he goes, "Well, come pick it up, your boat's ready." Comes to find out that one of my brand new thermostats, also Sierra and not Suzuki, from the time that I started troubleshooting, when the original problem was actually the water pump that I put in that was made by Sierra. So when it originally started running warm, the water pump needed to be replaced. I replaced it at the same time. When I replaced it with a Sierra water pump, so the symptoms did not go away. Started having this overheated idle, and that was because the water pump wasn't pumping good enough. That led me down this whole other trail of troubleshooting. And so, as well as I do, if you've been a technician for a long time, you can have multiple items create similar symptoms. And that's what I was having, and I just kept going back. I had the thermostats out probably 5 or 6 times throughout this process, just making sure they were opening. One of the thermostats, the spring actually, in 18 hours, just a few months, had rusted and cracked, and it caused the thermostat to stick open just enough that the engine could not fill up, pressurized with enough water, and that the starboard side heat sensor, that's the tallest point on that engine, would have just enough steam build up there right below it that it would put the engine, it would trip an over temp situation. They said that they found it, replaced them, put it in the tank, ran it for 20 minutes, and never got even close to getting hot. I'm going to drop it in the tank today and see what happens, but I believe they found the problem. And it just goes to show that even new parts can fail, and that it seems like with these Suzuki motors, stick with Suzuki parts and you'll probably be better off. A lot of times these things that happen are simple and not complex, and sometimes you just need another technician to take a look at something, because I would have never thought to go back and look at the thermostats because I knew they were brand new. So I just wanted to share that with you. There's not much out there on Suzuki engines overheating, because I don't think that there are a lot of problems with them. They're great motors, and I love my Suzuki. So just wanted to share a follow-up message with you. I've had about, I don't know, 700 or 800 hits on the other one that I did where it shows the engine. So I just wanted to follow up with this so you knew exactly what it was. It ended up being first thing, the water pump needed to be replaced it with a Sierra. That did not work. By the time I replaced the thermostats, because they just needed to be replaced, they were corroded, put the Suzuki water pump in, and during that period of time, one of those thermostats failed, which gave me the exact same symptom as a failing water pump, or the water pressure valve not working properly. And so I think we got to the bottom of it, and check it today. I hope this helps anybody out there with the problem they may be having. Thanks.